Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Septeria 18. I have here a fun project. It's a perfect weekend project if you are stuck on wanting to create something. This is a quick little one for you. All you need is one piece of 12 by 12 paper, and you can use either single-sided or double-sided printed paper, just making sure the paper that you choose has no directional pattern to create this little project. And what I made, here is a pocket style flipbook, and you can use this for all sorts of ideas. It'd be perfect as a mini album to store some photos. You could use this to store some recipe cards, and you can have a spot to add some tags, so you can write some recipe tips and place them inside as well. If you are doing a last minute Happy Mail swap, or you're in a crafting swap group, you could make one of these as well and add all your goodies, and then have fun embellishing. So it's just a great little way to package goodies, or to store whatever you like, photos, journaling cards or notes. But let me show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you how easily it is for you to make one of these. Perfect for beginners as well. I didn't do a lot of decorating or embellishing because I wanted to show you how it looks like. I just did some simple embellishing here on the front. And then what you do is you just flip it up like that, and there you have in here a little side tuck pocket where I'll place some tags. And then I used a cutter part and then made this into like a little kind of like a belly band to add some little die cuts along here. And then at the back here is a large pocket, so there is a very large opening there, and these are some of the cutter parts. And I'll just show you the papers that I used for the cover of the flipbook, which is this paper. I did use the die cut with a view 12 by 12 paper pad. It's the wildflowers, and it's a really lovely double-sided paper prints in there. So that's what I used. So let me just go back in here. So it's a perfect size too, so you can fit photos in here. You can fit cards, like I said, for some recipe cards or notes or quotes. And then you close this up, and then you flip it open this way, and there is a blank spot here as well where you could decorate, add an envelope, add a tuck spot, add a side tuck spot. You can add a flip page. So there's a lot of ways you could utilize this page. And over here I made a double little flip page. This part here is optional. You don't have to do this because this is not part of the 12 by 12. This was a couple of cutter parts and some mini envelopes that I used to create this flip, but I'll also show you how to add this on if you wanted to. And at the back here is a little spot where I just place a little tag, and that just goes in there. So when you flip that open, there is an envelope here where you can add some goodies. And then over here is another envelope, the same as that one, and that flips that way. And then over here is another side tuck pocket, and I placed one of these little pockets that I'd made, really cute. And then I used some scraps to coordinate with the pocket and just added this little accordion booklet. And this is great too. You can add some little photos along the front of here with these 4 panels, and photos along the back, or you could use this to write down some notes for recipe tips or some journaling notes, and that just fits in there. So that was this pocket. And then I did add another little mini envelope down here as well, just in the front there. And then over here is another pocket, and I placed a little file card, and that's a perfect way to add some recipes in there too. And there is another card at the back, and then that is the other large opening pocket. And these little file folders are perfect as well, because then you can also add it to the front here. You could glue down the sides to create another pocket. You could place it down here and then create a flip page. You could even trim these down and then place it on the side to create a side tuck pocket or a flip page. And I'm going to have these in my shop as well. I've got a lot of items that I will be listing in my shop very shortly, which I can't wait to share with you here on my channel, so you could see what I'll have in my shop. But these are the file cards. And I'm going to have a random set of 3 in my shop, as well as you'll get a random 3 mini envelopes as well. And these are cute envelopes because you can place these on the front of your file card and then add a little envelope to the front and then just close that up as well, so you can add something in there. So can't wait to share with you all of my new items. But we'll get back to the project. So they go in there, and then you're going to turn this over this way, and then there is another blank space here for you to add a photo, or you could again add another envelope, pocket, or just decorate it and embellish. And that flips up, and I placed in here one of my ephemera holder tag pockets that I had done a tutorial. It's an easy project, again, pretty fun to make. Up here is another blank spot where you can add another photo, or do some journaling, or write your recipes, or whatever you like to that page. But this is the little tag pocket, and that flips open to another little pocket here. I just made a little file card, and then I made it into it. There is another pocket at the back there. I made a little note card to go in there, and that's how that looks like. And then this is a die shape that I have. I just placed it on the back there just to decorate the back page because it was just a little bit too plain. And that just closes up like that. That closes up, and that's your front. And these were the little ephemera tag pocket holders that I'd made in one of my tutorials. So you can have it that way, or you can have it this way, or you can have it that way. So I'll put the link to this tutorial down below if you want to have a look at that. But this was really fun to make. I'll just quickly show you again. So that flips up, and that's your pocket there. There is your side pocket. Close that up, and then you open it up, and then these are the 2 flip pages, which is optional. And then there is that side pocket there, and then that pocket. You flip that over, and then you have that pocket. Now you can, if you want, you can make, I'll just take this out so you can see, you can make this part here as a side tuck pocket. If you want to make that as a side tuck pocket, it's going to eliminate this flip page here. So you could also do that if you don't want to have that flip page, and I'll show you how to do that as well. But let's go ahead and let's make one of these, and I'll show you how easy it is to put one of these together. So you grab your 12 by 12 paper, and then you're just going to make some simple scoring. I'll turn it this way so you can see. And what you want to do is on the 12-inch side, you want to score it at 4 inches and 8 inches. Then you're going to turn it around and then score it at 6 inches. So that's all there is to the scoring. And then what you're going to do now, you're going to, on that 6-inch score line, you're going to cut along up to that score line, and then you're going to also cut that up to that score line. So I'm going to do that now. And just to make a note, if you're using single-sided paper, if you're using double-sided paper, you want to decide which side of the pattern you want showing as your front cover. If it's single-sided, it will already be one print anyway. So for example, if you want your front cover to be this would be my front cover, so this is what I want showing. So you want that print facing up, and then the white side or the other side of the paper facing down. So this would be the cover. So what we're going to do now, we're going to turn this around so that the part where you cut there and there is facing up. You're going to bring the left side, and we are going to fold this over so that that fold line is on that side. So we're going to press that down. And now what we're going to do, we're going to bring this side up to the middle. We'll press that down. And now we're going to bring this part, and we're going to fold this part back. And you want to fold it about 1/2 inch from that fold line. So just about there. And then you're going to bring this top part, and you're going to bring this to the front. So that will give you this front part. When you open it up, you're going to have, I'll take these out so you can see, that's that part there. So what we'll do now, we're going to adhere this down, so that's already in place. So we're going to open this up and we're going to glue along here. Bring that up and seal that off. And then we're going to open this up and we're going to apply glue all along here up to that fold line. There goes my little baby boy. My little munchie is still snoring. All he does is sleep in my craft room. Alright, so now that will seal that off. Let me just grab so you can see. So now that will give you that pocket and that pocket. So that side is done. So we can close this up now. Then what we're going to do, we're going to bring this over that way, and we're going to repeat that on this side by bringing this side up, doing the same thing. And then we're going to bring this and fold this down and fold that over. And we're going to bring this one to the back. And then just bring that forward. And then now what you're going to have, I haven't glued the back part yet, so just wanted to show you again. So when you lift this up, you're going to have that part with your pocket. You open this up. You're going to now have this side, and then when you turn it over, you will have that flip page, which is also this one. So that will complete your folder. If you're happy with that, you will then just seal this off and seal that, and then do the same thing on this side and seal that off, and that will give you these two pockets, and then you'll have that flip page. If you want the side tuck pocket, you're going to have that glued down. You're going to lift this up and then, sorry, I'll move it over. You're going to glue down here and along the bottom, and that will give you that side tuck pocket in there. But if you want, and that will finish off your album, and then you're ready to add your goodies and embellish. If you want to add this double flip page, I'll show you how to do that now. So what we want to do, I'm just going to trim this down a little bit just so that it doesn't catch on to the front page when it closes. So I'm just going to just give it a little trim. Just to help it. So that's a little bit better now. All right, so we've got that. And what you want to do, if you want to create, these are cutter parts that I've just had some cutter parts from the 12x12 paper, that one and this one. And then I just added the envelopes to the back of the cutter parts. So to create these two little flip pages, you're going to cut a piece of cardstock or a scrap paper at 1 inch by 4 inches. And then we're just going to fold it in half, just like that. And then we're going to just cut one side on an angle, just like that. And you grab your two pieces of your cutter parts or papers that you want to create as the flip pages. I did cut these both at 2 inches by 3 inches. So let me just show you. So we're going to place one on the top and one on the bottom. And what you want to make sure that these two papers are going to fit inside the hinge. So as you can see, this one's overlapping this side, so it's not going to work. So I'm going to have to trim one of these down, because this part here is going to get glued in here. And then that becomes your hinge. And if you want, you can just use this and create one page, but we're going to use the 2 pages. So I'm just going to trim one of these down a little bit. Just going to trim it down about 2 7/8, so that what you want is you want your two little panels to be, I'll just show you. You want your panels to be, you want a little bit of a gap in the middle there, and sort of a little bit of a gap up there and down here. So you want sitting inside. So I'm going to now, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to apply glue to one of these ends. And I'm going to sit it on the top just a little bit. So just sitting a little bit below. So now I've got that in place. I'm going to open this up. I'm just going to cut up to that score line, just like that. And it's not straight, but that's okay. And then I'm going to grab this one, and that's going to get placed onto that one. So I'm going to apply glue to there, and that's going to get placed onto this one. You can see I've even lined it just beside the fold line, and then that will become, you can see that will become, they'll sort of flip like that now. I'm going to now place that inside here like that. So I will glue, I'll use this glue on the inside. I'm going to slide that in there and place it beside that fold line, so that way that will open and close, and this can open and close. Oops, sorry, this is just playing on me. I've got to cut this straight. I'm sorry. Okay, that's better. Let me just place this back inside now. All right, so that's going to open and close like that. So let's just now close this little piece. So we're going to put glue, close that up. That will give us that side tuck pocket now. That part's done. We're going to open this up, and we're going to apply glue along this side. And that will complete your pocket album with the two little flip pages. So there we have your two little flip pages. Everything's all sealed. And that is all there is to that. So let me just show you how it looks. So you'll open this up, and then you're going to have that. And then your little side pocket here. You can close that up. And I did corner around these corners as well. If you want to do that, you could do that. And then you open that up, open that up. That gives you that page. And these are the two little flip pages. And then that is your side pocket. And then you have your back pocket. And it will turn it to the back that way. And that will give you your flip page. And that's your flip page as well. And you can do that if you wanted to, or you can have that side tuck pocket where you just glue the two sides down. And that is all there is to this fun pocket flipbook using one piece of 12 by 12 paper. I hope you give this a go. It's a really fun little simple project, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye.